In the first part of this video, I'm going to be talking about exercise, weight gain, weight loss, and all the things. So if those things make you uncomfortable, then you're going to want to fast forward this whole first part. But after that, I'm going to share a small Walmart grocery haul with you and just some other things. And then normal daily life wouldn't be complete without some cleaning. And then we're going to do a little bit of cooking as well, just a very simple recipe. And then today is the day where we're finally going to decorate for Valentine's Day. And all the things that I'm going to be using are things that have been thrifted. So I'm going to show you the price. I'm going to show you where I put them. And so I hope you're here for it. Hi my friends, in my last video I mentioned that I was going to share some things about exercise and some of the things that I have been doing with you. I want to open up and just share a few things with you because I do think this could be helpful information for someone. You know, maybe you don't know where to start or you know what you could possibly do. So this is just something that is working for me, and so I think that it may be helpful information for you as well. If this is our first time ever meeting, hi, my name is Ashley, and 11 months ago I had a little boy. And you know, during my pregnancy I gained almost 70 pounds, and I stayed pretty normal in my weight up until the third trimester when I was diagnosed with gestational diabetes. And I'm telling you, I blew up. I changed overnight and I gained so much weight. It turns out that is related to the gestational diabetes and just pregnancy in general. Everybody's body handles pregnancy totally different. There's people that have a baby and then they just snap back like nothing ever happened. And for those people, by the way, I'm not jealous. I think you should have so many babies, have a ton of them. And then there's some people like me where my body has most definitely not snapped back. So it's been a process because you know, I would be consistent with my exercise and eating healthy and all of that. And then I ended up having major surgery and I was out of commission for about 3 months before I ever felt, you know, normal again. It took me that long. And then it was just like one life event after another. And then we had the holidays and all of that because I actually started this in November. It takes me a while to get on track anyway. So it took from November to now. And now, you know, I'm fully all in, I'm dedicated. And I finally did get on the scale yesterday. I avoid the scale because if it's not a significant number and it's not something that I'm going to be pleased with, then it's going to discourage me. I'm not going to quit, but I'm also it's just going to discourage me a little bit. And I decided I was having a rough day and I was going to get on the scale. Just let me have it, you know. And I ended up losing 8 to 9 pounds is what I've lost so far, which it isn't awesome, but it's progress. Because when you have insulin resistance, which I have continued to have after pregnancy, it makes it much harder for you to lose weight, and this is a fact. So you have to work a little bit harder at it. And I do have hindrances as far as like autoimmune and you know, just having like a fractured bone in my back that is never going to heal, which also hurts my hip, and you know, so on and so forth. I have a lot of different medical things. Anyway, that is important information because what I'm going to share with you is something that is sustainable, something I think that everybody can do, because with these other exercise programs I would go all in and I would get injured, and then I would be out of commission for a while trying to heal up that injury, and I would try to come back, I'd get injured again, and then you know, it just wasn't working for me. But this exercise that I am doing, something that I can actually do. And so that exercise program is on YouTube. It's for free and it's Fit by Mick, and I'll put it here on the screen. And it's just all the words together, no spaces. Her name is Michaela, and that's why it's Mick, M-I-K. And there is a reason why she has over 1 million subscribers. It's because she's amazing. And you can choose an exercise from 10 minutes to 30 minutes. And the weights that I end up using is, right now I'm using a 5 pound, and if it's an exercise like squats or something like that that's going to affect my back in a big way, then I'll just switch over to my 3 pound weights. I tell you that with autoimmune, it does tend to stiffen up my body. So if I can get some movement in every single day, then it helps me to feel a whole lot less stiff and makes me hurt just a little bit less, which is a win-win, you know? The goal for me is 4 times a week, but typically what I do is I will do 2 of the exercises with weights because this is strength training, and then on the 3rd day I will do some stretching and a few different exercises, like where I'll focus on abs, because I also have diastasis recti, where it comes to a point and my muscles in my stomach are they're separated. So you can't do just normal like ab exercises. You have to do, you know, things that aren't going to work against you. And there are all kinds of great exercises on YouTube, by the way, for that. And I just pick out one and follow that. I do have a preference for that, but I can't remember what her name is. But I have like these physical therapy bands on my days where I'm not doing the exercises, and I will put it underneath my legs and stuff like that, and I will just do a really good stretch. One of my favorite exercises ever is just a jump rope. You don't need any kind of equipment or anything like that. A jump rope, I mean, you try doing 5 minutes on a jump rope and see if that isn't some like major cardio. It's also have these bands. I got those on Amazon, and it's like having a piece of gym equipment, and it has this piece. Where did it go? Arthur loves this, by the way. But this piece goes on your band right down in here, and you can put this over top of the door to be able to do, you know, various exercises. Like, okay, for instance, here's an example of that. You can do it underneath the door to be able to do a bunch of different exercises, but this band is super helpful. And I think I've got weights that go all the way up to, I think, like 60 pounds, which I'm not using that. Actually, I don't really know exactly how far this goes up. There are so many different exercises that you could do with this, but the whole point in this is slow, steady, consistent movement is what's going to win it. Just like in my morning devotional, we don't do a huge morning devotional. We read what is written down, and we look up the scripture, and we read like the notes in my Bible, which my Bible has awesome notes, by the way. I don't know if yours does, but mine does. And we read the different notes that are on that Bible verse, and you think that that's not doing anything, but that verse, that scripture, whatever we read for that day, it will come up throughout my day, and it's like, oh, okay, you know, the word of God is real, it's alive, you know, and you know, it becomes where it's not a chore, it's not something, a box that you just have to check off. You look forward to it, you know, getting to do your devotional and your scripture, because you know that it works. And it's the same thing with the exercise. When you're doing it consistently every day, you begin to start to look forward to it because of all of the benefits that it gives to you. Now, of course, it's always good to do a deeper, you know, longer Bible study if you can, if that's the season of life that you're in, like the Chuck Missler studies. It's 7 chapters a day, and my husband loves that. But if you miss, you know, a day, 7 chapters is a lot to catch up on, and then, you know, you'll miss another day here or there because life happens, and then eventually you get discouraged and you give up. So slow, steady, consistent is where it's at, you know, with Bible study and with this exercise. But I want you to try out Fit by Mick if you're looking for different exercises, and you can modify it. I have modified lots of exercises. If we're doing something like, for instance, I don't have the muscle strength to be able to hold myself up on my side and to do all of the dips and stuff like that. So I'm not going to do that because I know that I'm going to get injured. What's wrong, boo-boo? doing those exercises, hey, I'll just stand up and I'll just do some punches or something like that with my weights, you know. As long as you're moving a little bit every day, it's going to get you to where you need to go. And of course, you can't out exercise a bad diet, so just making good choices with that. But I'm a work in progress, and I'm not going to give up because I can't live this way. I have to make these changes for my health, which I've mentioned this to you, and I think it's also really important to distinguish your why. You know, I want to feel good. Anyways, if the baby will let me, let's go ahead and do our morning exercises. And by the way, my exercises, they do get interrupted. He does grab onto my legs sometimes, and that's okay. You know, we're just going to do what we can and not worry about it. And just know that as long as you're moving in the right direction, then we're going to get there eventually, right? Right. Good job. So much that I need to get done in just the kitchen alone. Like, I am so running behind. There's dishes and stuff here that I need to get cleaned up from breakfast also. But yesterday the baby and I, we did some running around. And so I'm going to insert just a small Walmart haul. I want to share with you some things that we picked up there. And then I want to share with you a marketplace find, because we went and picked that up yesterday and it's a very good score. And then I want to share with you like the very best thing that I could possibly ever thrift. So if I thrift anything better than this in 2026, it's gonna have to be really, really awesome. So let me show you the Walmart haul and then I'll show you everything else. We'll start right here with Arthur's things. So I had a $20 off coupon for this and it's $50. So I did get a discount on that. We got this whole milk. I wanted to try the Fairlife. There's also an organic one that's a little bit more expensive, but this one has less sugar than, you know, just the regular whole milk containers. So that's why I wanted to try it. And then we got this yogurt because it's also whole milk. It's just plain yogurt. I got him an assortment of different flavors and things. These are so easy just to throw into your diaper bag and to take with you to different places, or, you know, just for breakfast or whatever. But anyways, I just got a wide variety. Apple peach oatmeal sounds good. Strawberry smoothie. He loves apple sweet potato, especially the ones from Aldi. Apple, oats, and cinnamon seems to be something he likes. This one is awesome because apple, blackberry, coconut cream, and oat. Banana, blueberry, and oats. Another sweet potato. But I didn't really matter. This is what I wanted to show you. Okay, it's pear, black bean, cherry, blackberry, strawberry, oats, and spinach. Okay. And then apples, sweet potatoes, and granola. So I just got an assortment. It didn't matter the brand, but a lot of these are the organics. So I do try to grab for those, but not always. So then I got 2 things of flour. Just got some bread flour. I'm loving this King Arthur brand. We're really loyal to White Lily here in the South. And I actually got unbleached. That's the first time we've ever gotten unbleached in the White Lily. So we'll see if the biscuits taste the same. But we needed some more oats, and thank God that these were on sale. Let me make sure these hadn't been opened because I didn't realize that that was damaged. No, that's alright. But these were on sale for like $4.37. So that was a good deal on the Quaker brand, because usually I'll get the off brand for that reason. I'm going to put this in a different container because something's wrong with that, and I didn't check it before I got it. But I got this huge thing of strawberries. It's about the best looking ones that you can get right now. I got these. I want to do this for snacking and then for chicken fajitas. Got some dates and some raisins, some chichis, salsa. I got some salad mix, some celery for snacking. I've been snacking on that. And then these were on sale, the Tex-Mex. And we love this seasoning for the chili. So I got 2 of those. And the McCormick brand, by the way, in all of their seasonings, they have fairly good ingredients compared to a lot of the other ones. So I would definitely recommend McCormick over some of the other ones. The baby's screaming. He's having a good time. But I've been getting these Simply Organic. This is the mild taco, and I've never tried the fajita one, so we're going to try those as well. And then the Mateos. This is in like the Hispanic section, and it's only $1, and I tried this in bean dip when I make my bean dip, and it was really good. But anyways, this is everything that we picked up. Other thing that I got these towels, and these are the Beautiful line by Drew Barrymore. These are super thick, really nice towels, and these were on markdown for like $8. I probably should have gotten 2 packs because they are so nice, and I love the print. They match my kitchen just perfectly, and it comes with 4 of them, so that was a score. So if you're at Walmart and looking for some hand towels, go look and see if you can find some of these. And then this was not on markdown, but they're just dish drying mats, and they're the Better Homes and Garden line, and I wish there was like a prettier print, but that's okay. It's just for drying the dishes. But I did go ahead and get 2. That way I can wash one while I'm using the other. Like a week and a half ago, Arthur and I went into one of my favorite thrift stores because we were over that way at one of his doctor's appointments. And when I walked around the corner, I looked on a shelf and I said, "Is that?" And I walked up to it, and my heart was ba-boom, ba-boom. Like, I mean, it could be. It really, really looks like it. And I picked it up, and I looked at the bottom, and it said USA. And then I turned it back up, and I said, $4? Absolutely. Like, I could not believe what I just scored on at the thrift store. I found Wexford glass containers, and they still have the seal on them, and they are just like the ones that I have. I have the clear one and this big one, and I have this exact same one, and this one was $4 and this one was $3, and I've already got them washed. And in here I've got the King Arthur, the whole wheat flour, which I need to fill it back up. And at the thrift store they have this size in the clear, but it doesn't have the seal on it. So what I want to do is I want to see if I can buy this seal somewhere. I'm not really sure, but if I can get that seal, I'm gonna go back and get that container for $3. Even if I can't get the seal, I should have got that container. I very seriously doubt that it's still there, but I'm gonna make my way over there at some point, and I want to go back and get it. But I mean, I just could not believe that I would find Wexford glass containers for that price at the thrift store. So, like I said, it's going to be really hard to find anything better than this for the rest of the year. But let me show you what we got off of Marketplace, because this is a score. I'm so pleased with it. And then we're going to jump in and just get busy. Look at this mat. It is absolute perfection. I have been looking for a rug or something to go right here in the dining room, and I haven't come up with anything yet, but I seen this on Facebook Marketplace, and she had it in the bag here, and this is actually on Amazon for like $75, by the way. And I mean, it's got a few little pricks or something in it, but it's perfect condition. And she actually ended up giving Arthur like 3 toys for free. I mean, big toys. This is one of them, and I've got the balls spread out on the floor and stuff. But anyways, this mat is so perfect, and he loves all of the little oranges on it. We've just got to get it set up and put into place. this. You know, I really was trying to wear something besides a t-shirt, but we haven't even gotten started and I'm already burning up. So I've already changed into my t-shirt. So I don't know where to start, but let's just get started.
I saw your face in a big crowd, and now it's all I think about. I've had some leads, but nothing found. A puzzle I can't figure out. I'm running circles and I don't have a plan. I've got a mess, I'm stuck with an impossible task. Looking through my files and I'm checking the news. I'm trying everything I can to get back to you. I'm in I'm losing sleep, 'cause I'm obsessed. Feels like this case could be my death. I need a hint, I need a clue, 'cause all I have is you. I'm running circles and I don't have a plan. I've got a mess, I'm stuck with an impossible task. Looking through my files and I'm checking the news. I'm trying everything I can to get back to you. I'm in person.
If I'm ever unsure about where to start, dishes is always a good place because if you have the dishes done, then you feel like you have accomplished so much. And especially since I hand wash all of our dishes, I can't just let all of this pile up. So that's where I'm going to start. And in those containers, that is just water and then essential oils. One of the essential oils is peppermint. And that is just a really good natural bug repellent, specifically for spiders, but for other bugs as well. And peppermint oil, it just smells really nice. The other one is orange, and it is also a bug repellent, but it's just really nice just to spray that into your like drains or into your sink, and it just makes your kitchen smell so lovely and clean with that orange zesty smell. So I am just going to get all of these dishes cleaned up, and that way we can, begin to decorate, because you certainly can't put out decorations when there's, dishes and things to do that's lingering over top of you. So let's just focus, get this done, and then we'll get into the fun part. Woke up and he's having a snack over here, and I was just gonna tell you that I told you I got some new cookware and I was super excited about it and I loved it a whole bunch. I got Caraway cookware, and if you look up the price for Caraway, it's like the most expensive cookware that I've ever owned in my entire life. So I will tell you, I don't even know where to start. Okay, so eggs were sticking to this pan. I don't know if I've got a defective pan because I have followed all of the rules. Like, you have to let it cool off completely before you wash it. You can't use like that sponge on the green side. You have to use the soft side. What else? You don't let the pan get over like medium heat, which I've never had cookware where you weren't supposed to take it over like medium heat to begin with. But anyways, a long story. They said that it's outside their scope of warranty, but they are sending me another pan. This is the 10.5-inch frying pan. This pan right here alone costs $125. So I would expect a little bit more for my cookware than for me to only have it for 3 weeks and it already start to stick. I will tell you that the Ninja cookware that I had before this, when we first moved in here, this is the set, 10 out of 10, recommend, and I will link it in the description. It took about 1.5 years before anything or an egg or anything ever stuck to that cookware, so I can highly recommend that Ninja cookware, and it's just a fraction of the cost of what this was. I almost paid the same amount for the entire set of the Ninja cookware, or I did, as to what one of these pans cost. So far, I'm not really satisfied with the Caraway cookware. So we'll see once this other pan comes in, whether or not, you know, that this pan was just defective, or hopefully my whole set isn't defective. It's quite discouraging, to be honest. And also, if you can wash dishes and your shirt not be completely soaked, how do you do it?
Work is almost over, summer's getting closer. No time to be sober, sunshine on my shoulders. I'm alive and breathing, living my best.
Next thing that I need to do is just wipe down the tops of these. I mean, they are from 2022. This one's 2020. These are tomatoes, by the way, from our garden. And this is some jelly. We have been going through and testing it, and so far it's been good. But I just need to wipe the tops down and then put this up in the cabinet. And then I want to fill up my jars. I think for this jar, I'm going to put some of the Simply Nature, like the organic light brown sugar in it. This is good for baking and for oatmeal. So I'm going to just fill my jars up and get my shelves cleaned up just a little bit.
Love is on my mind and it's making me high. I'm staying in this moment, though it's hard sometimes. But I work it out every once in a while. I feel the love, I feel it growing every day. I feel the love, I feel the love. I hope it never goes away. I feel the love, love, love. Feel the love.
I just put all of my extras in like a big 2-gallon bag just to try to seal it up and make sure a whole lot of air doesn't get to it. So the next thing that I wanted to do was just to bring down 2 totes of like my everyday, just regular decor. I haven't put anything up since I took all of Christmas stuff down, and I've just been enjoying like the clean spaces, and it feels nice not to have a bunch of stuff sitting around. But I just wanted to go through it and just to kind of take like inventory and see what I have and maybe what I could put on the shelf. And also I had thrifted these little picks that have hearts on them, and so I thought, maybe I would find a plant or two where I could stick some of those picks in there. And then they had some hearts on the front where I thought maybe I would put some hearts on the front of the canisters. I didn't end up doing that, but I did bring out, a few pieces of that decor and put it up here on the shelf. So I just put my jars up here. I just wiped these shelves down just maybe like 2 weeks ago. So at this point, they're not really dusty, and I don't need to go ahead and do that today. That's not the main focus. I am going to be doing some more deep cleaning in the kitchen, but you know what? We have to pace ourselves one thing at a time, and we have to make sure that, we make time for the things that are actually the most important, like spending all the time with my little baby and just getting to play with him. And that's just my main focus in life at this point. But I do still want to decorate a little bit and, just make the house cozy and special for my little family. I love this little picture with the tulips in it, so that will be so pretty to put out for springtime, which is just right around the corner. So I picked a few things out that I think that I'm going to want to put up, but this other stuff I am just going to set it aside for right now, and then we'll bring it out later. I have a huge mess going on at the moment. I decided to get out like my regular decor and to see what I might want to put up, but I also went ahead and got out my Valentine's Day decor. All of this is thrifted. I've never really decorated for Valentine's Day before, but now that I have a baby, I do want to put out some decorations and make it special for him, whether he knows it or not at this point. So I have just been picking up a few things here or there, and I added all of this up, which this is so much stuff, so many cute things, you're gonna see it. But I got all of this for like $32. I picked it up for over the course of, I don't know, like 2 months from 4 different stores. So like, for example, this was $2 and it's brand new and it's so cute. Wicker. I don't know what I'm going to do with all of this stuff, but I'm going to try to put out a few things. I don't want to make such a huge deal about it or make a big mess where I have to take so much back down, but I want to do a few things. Oh, and then the other thing is I was going to get rid of like all of my signs. I don't know, I'm just kind of wanting more simplicity, but I think this one, Jeremiah 29:11, $4, how could you not? For I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, but plans to give you hope and a future. He's got good plans for us, and so how could you not get that for $4? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that above the refrigerator and see how it looks. But oh me, oh my, I've got to finish decorating in here, and then I definitely need to do the floors. David will be home in like 30 minutes probably if he doesn't stop and do some other things. And then I'll need to cook some supper. Arthur's having a bottle over here right now. That's what that little foot is knocking around. But anyways, let's just try to kick it into gear and see what we can get done. This is the one thing that I did buy new though, and I did pay $5 for it. I just thought it was so pretty. It came from the Dollar General. They have like all red and white and a different one, but I thought this one was just beautiful. sitting in the mess with everything just scattered everywhere, but David just got home and we just got an email about something that we have been waiting on, and I'm just holding back the tears because this is just a miracle. It's truly amazing. And so far this year, miracle has just, it's been our work. We've seen that over and over and over, and I'm just so incredibly overwhelmed and very thankful. This is such a huge blessing, and it's going to help our family in a major way. So glory be to God. He's faithful, he's real, he hears our prayers, and he wants good things for us. Just like that verse, Jeremiah 29:11, the plans that he has for us to give us hope in a future. So we just have to keep trusting in him despite all of life's twists and turns. You know, this has been one of those weeks for me once again, and just God is good. Just don't forget it. I'm gonna keep trying to just put this stuff away because it's almost 5:30 and we have to make some dinner, and I am determined to get everything decorated and cleaned up today. That I have made. This is something that I got from Aldi. It's carrots and sweet potatoes, and then I just laid out a pound of ground beef. And so I also had some of this brown rice, which the ingredients in this brown rice, it's not the best for you, but I already have it, so that's what I made. But here it is. It's just like a bowl. It's just carrots and sweet potatoes. It's kind of like that viral hamburger sweet potato bowl, I guess, was kind of my inspiration for that. But everything was healthy, except I will tell you, in that bag of vegetables, it did say that it was tossed in sunflower oil, which is not good for you, something that you want to avoid. But it wasn't the worst dinner and it wasn't the best dinner, but honestly, that would be something really good to make like in bulk for your lunches and eat that for a couple days, because I didn't even add any sauce to mine. I thought it was very good. But I got this cup, and this cup is actually by Ray Dunn. I just thought the heart was really pretty, and the side says "So in Love." And as you can see here on the sticker, I paid $1 for it. And I'm just going to take the sticker off. I'll wash it later. I don't even know if I'll drink coffee out of it, but I thought it was cute. And then this hand towel, it was 50 cents. And I'm pretty sure it originally come from the Dollar Tree, but I thought it was worth 50 cents. It was cute. And they had 2 of those, so I did go ahead and pick both of those up. The next piece that I picked up was this adorable little heart. It says Happy Valentine's Day, and as you can see by the sticker, I paid $2 for this, and I think it is just so adorable sitting here next to the stove. thought this sign was cute. Love you to the moon and back. And this one, it come from Goodwill, and it was $1.57. And I actually got 2 of these. I got a red one, but it says something different. I got this cubicle on that same visit, and I thought it was so cute. All of these little sayings: kiss me, be sweet, be my Valentine. And this one cost $2.97. I did bring this rug in here. I had it upstairs actually, and I don't know if it's gonna stay in here, but it's soft, it's plush, and the baby likes to come in here and sit underneath my feet. You know, he's following me around everywhere, so I will vacuum that, but it has to be when he's awake. At this point, he had gone to bed, and I don't want to wake him up. But here's the other red sign, Love You More, and I paid $1.57 for it as well. I thought this was cute, and it was $1. And then this little love you sign, just very small, very dainty, but I thought it was adorable as well. And this one cost $1.97. Just a few more decorations that I'm going to put out. This sign, it was just so pretty, and as you can see, I paid $2 for this, and I thought it was definitely worth it. I picked up this apron, and it was $1. It actually still had the tag on it. It was brand new, and I've already washed it, so I wanted to add that. We could use that for Christmas, 4th of July, and for Valentine's Day. And this is the bouquet. My husband and I, we actually eloped, and so we took pictures on top of a mountain, and that is my bouquet that I used. And this little basket, I picked it up at a yard sale over the summer for $2. The last area we're decorating is the kitchen table, and so I just got this little plastic tray. It's not dirty on the bottom, it's just scuffed and scraped, but $1 is what I paid for this. And I would like to have a napkin holder, but I don't have one at the moment, so this will work just fine. I'm going to put these salt and pepper shakers here, and these little placemats, I think they are so beautiful for spring. But for now, we can just flip them over to the more neutral side where a little bit of that red is popping through, and so I think it will work just perfect for this area. I would like to have some flowers or something in the middle, but we're just going to use what I have on hand, and this is just fine. It feels cozy, it feels nice, and I'm just very thankful for the things that I do have. everything done that I wanted to get done. It's a little after 9 right now, and the baby went to bed a little bit after 8. So anyways, I'm gonna start to wind down, but thank you for watching until the end. And if you made it this far, just make sure that you give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for all your love and support, but you keep fighting that good fight of faith, and the Lord willing, I will see you again very soon.